I know the law, Fiddler. I know the law too well.
Then you ought to know that there ain't no way to beat the law. White folks live by it and niggas die by it.
It's Folks Connect back in the building. And man, first of all, I'm gonna send a prayer out to Sherrone Moore and his family. Most importantly, his family. Because I can understand the embarrassment that they caused his wife, and I can also understand the pain that it caused him. That's why he crashed out and went over to their girl house shortly after getting fired, and he was arrested. But he have to realize he's done something that the only person can help him right now is God. Bottom line, it ain't no need in going to begging these people for no job, trying to explain your side of the story. They did an investigation, and what they came up with is that you're guilty as charged for sleeping with a subordinate, sleeping with someone that's working under you, your employee. So I don't want to hear nothing about the white man did to the black man and this, that, and the other, because in this situation, it boils down to morals. It boils down to the fact that he didn't protect the brand of the University of Michigan Wolverines. See, you got to understand a lot of these corporations, because that college is a corporation, they have people that were about to commit to their school program that have backed out because of these allegations. On top of all of the people that endorsed that college, they had to do something. This is not a black or white thing, because you had in the past Mark Schiller, if I'm saying the name right, in 2022. This was a very prestigious guy. He held the rank of being a top dog, got degrees from Princeton, studied medicine at Johns Hopkins, and held all kind of titles at the University of Michigan. He got caught up with some sexual allegations and he was fired on the spot. Then you had another guy, Martin Filbert. They say he had over a 20-year run of sexual advances to women and sexual harassment allegations on him. And he cost Michigan, University of Michigan, $9.25 million that they had to pay out to the victim. Not even counting if these victims counter and try to go with him. Michigan paid because it happened there. They paid because they hold that brand in a high regard. So the thing is, if those people that are at the top pay $9.25 million, and that's showing you the way they respect and honor that brand. So you have a coach that basically got this job as a favor, hadn't done much of anything as far as turning the program around. I think last year, what was it, 8-5 or something like that, and then this year he at 8-3 right now, and pretty much it ain't really looking good, like he really done nothing. And then you got this job off of a favor. And instead of you cultivating your craft and getting this to where they top dog and elite, you going around trying to sleep with a person that's working under you while you got a wife and 3 kids at home. Make it make sense. But I look at this, and when we say black and white, I look at this like, this is where I look at it as a black thing is. I done worked at a few warehouses, and every time a black man is in charge, they sleep with the girls that's under them. People get raises, get promoted, and getting jobs that they can't even perform the task because they sleeping with these guys. I've saw this over 10 times. People can go and bring stuff to the boss' attention, tell them, hey, this person ain't doing this right, this person ain't respecting the morals of the company. But all because they sleeping with these people, they get special privileges. And that's what, like with this crazy man, double this woman's salary, knowing he's sleeping with the woman, knowing that he may get caught with this woman, or not even aware of nothing, just mesmerized by the pee. And he was willing to sacrifice his life. Because I'm looking at it like this. If I'm sleeping with somebody I work with, and then I do something that gives them a raise, before I even think about giving them a raise, I'm gonna be thinking like if we ever get caught having this affair, they're gonna connect the fact that I gave her this extra money because of this affair. Foresight is always better than hindsight. You gotta look ahead. You gotta think of the possibilities of what can go right and what can go wrong. This man got 3 children, all within the snap of a finger. No paycheck coming. You know he living in a bossed up crib somewhere. Ain't no telling what kind of private school fees he paying for these kids to go to school. Ain't no telling how he supporting his wife and his family. And this man going crash out over a person that needed him to give them a boost in pay. Make it make sense, man. And we'll get out here talking about what the white man did. And in this situation, the white man gave dude the opportunity. So who fault is that? Like I said, man, we gotta look at this at life for real, man. We gotta understand when we get put in certain positions that we are held in high regard, man. When you get in a position of authority, when you get in a position of leadership, they expect you to lead. It ain't no way out of all the women you could have dealt with outside of your wife that you're gonna deal with a person that's gonna be right up under you. So now if they have functions around any football events or any family events, you're gonna have your wife at the event looking stupid. Not knowing she looking stupid if you didn't get caught. You will have your wife up there looking stupid. And see, that's why I never got married, because the way I view marriage, I'm gonna respect my queen. And I'm gonna marry somebody that's gonna respect their king. And a lot of people just do things just to do it. They doing things out of convenience. And you gotta understand, man, when you cross certain lines, you have to carry yourself in a certain way at that point, man. If you want to be single and mess around with this woman, that woman, why even get married in the first place? If you want to be a player, be a player. I can only imagine what dude's wife going through. I can only imagine, man, the pain that brought his kids, because they can't run from it. I didn't even know dude's name until this situation came up. I didn't know nothing about him. And then on top of that, dude didn't even respect the fact that Jim Harbaugh stepped out there on the line and vouched for him. So when I look at what's really going on with this situation, it ain't about him. It ain't about the fact that there was a white girl. It's about the fact that he didn't respect and protect that brand of that college. They already got this man to where they said, dude, he was cheating in the games. It was some type of way he was cheating in the football games. They suspended him and everything. So apparently that was a real thing. And I think that's when he was like the defensive coordinator or something like that. So you already know right then and there, you ain't got no more room to slip. And then you have a man with a very, that's respected in with a high honor, Jim Harbaugh, that vouched for you and you ain't even respect that. And then, you know, he went over to the woman's house and crashed out because it all hit him at once. Man, dude, life flashed before his eyes when he lost that job, knowing he got to go face his wife, got to face his kids. He got to figure out how he going to maintain his household, you know, all of this. And then he did something where they can't even have his back. Our people got to do better, man. We really got to do better. You got people out here wishing they could be in a position like that. And then it seems like all of the people that get these opportunities, they get so comfortable and they don't respect the blessing. And sometimes we got to look at it. Our blessings might not be that big, but a lot of us in everyday life, we are not respecting the blessings we have. Because in life, man, I learned one thing. I look at life for the things that I have. I don't look at what I don't have. I look at the things that God blessed me with. I look back 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago. Every year of my life, I improved mentally, financially, physically. You have to have that in your mind. And see, money don't buy you happiness. And that's one thing we learned. A lot of people be thinking if I had that amount of money, I'd be like this and I'd be this and that. No, you will not. Because the money is not gonna make you happy. Happiness starts within. See, because once you become one within and you connect with yourself, everything else gonna come with it. But it's just sad to see this, man. I'm talking about when I saw this, man, this really broke my heart. I can't even look at this in no messy way because I look at, man, you was the provider, my guy. You didn't respect the fact that you was the provider, man. You got 4 more people that were sitting back depending on you. And you threw all that away just for some sex, man. They said these people was on the college campus Students was telling on the man. People were seeing them. They were walking around the campus together, doing different things. And it was known. You not thinking with common sense that, okay, if Jim Harbaugh got you that head coaching job, you ain't thinking that somebody else probably don't like the fact that you got that job? That somebody else ain't upset and willing to catch you slipping in any way they can to knock you out that spot? Ain't no way you ain't walking around with blinders on like that at the age of 39, man. Ain't no way. But man, I'm praying for the man family. I feel sorry for dude, but I really don't feel no sympathy for him. The only reason I feel sympathy for him is because of the family. Because he can't make no money, and then that's putting his family in a position. That's the only reason. And I don't hold that white girl accountable at all. Not at all. This dude tricking, he offering her money, she making 40, right at 50,000. He double her money. I don't know a person who wouldn't take that. I'm out.